Hi, it's Megan. So no sooner did I do my video for my favorite products of 2015, in which I complained that there just weren't enough good highlighters, which are my favorite makeup item. Then January and February of 2016, they're amazing highlighters, like so many of them. It's hard to say no since that's my favorite makeup item other than maybe lipstick. So this review is for the Burberry. They call it the Spring Summer 2016 Runway Highlighting Palette. And this came in two shades. One was white, and one, which is number one, and number two was nude gold. So this is for the white one. And I'm actually seriously considering getting the nude gold because I like the white so much. So, first of all, it's a limited edition. It is 60, oh, I didn't want to read this. $68 for 0.10 ounce, so 0.1 ounce. And they put this cute little sleeve on the packaging, and then it's just a regular Burberry packaging. I'm not liking this camera angle today. I don't know, it's just one of those days, you know? And then inside, you get the little black pouch, the little brush, which isn't awful, but I don't use it. It's not the worst, it's not the best. And then you get the cute little Burberry packaging. And Burberry packaging is just so adorable. It's so sleek. And what I like about it is that it doesn't show my fingerprints like some other high-end brands, which just make me feel like I shouldn't be buying high-end brands. This is what it looks like inside. I'm not sure how well the white's going to show up, but it has this amazing pattern. I'm keeping the mirror off camera, but it has a nice mirror. This amazing pattern, which is, oh my gosh, just like the sleeve. And it's supposed to mimic some of the fabrics that they used in their spring collection. These sold out on the Burberry website, like fast. And then the white sold out on the Sephora website fast. But the Sephora website still has the nude gold as I'm shooting this, and the Burberry website has both. Plus the major retailers that carry Burberry, from what I've seen, haven't had it yet. So I think you still have a pretty good chance of getting it if you want it. So what did they say? They're limited edition, and they describe this as a white and supposed to illuminate and highlight. And I actually really like it. I have a hard time touching it because it's so pretty, but let's do a swatch. I'm doing it on the side so you can see it's all worn away here but not elsewhere. So that's what it looks like. And it's not exactly as creamy as the two Dior, but I feel like this is in the family of the two Dior that came out earlier, the Glowing Gardens. So this is like the light pale albino cousin in formula. It's also very similar, and I had pointed out that those were very similar to the Chanel Camellia de Plumes, which was like an amazing highlighter that everyone wanted that sold out. The formula itself is very similar in the way it looks on. This one feels a little drier to the touch, but when you actually apply it, it looks very much like the others. The pink of the Dior I felt was a little bit closer. It didn't look quite as metallic as the nude, and this is more like the pink. And so I'm going to try to compare everything and also describe this one. Chanel also had their Pearls highlighter, which had the white side and the pink side, and I had said that those were a little bit more like a slightly more shimmery Guerlain Meteorites, and so this one is really more in the family of the highlighters. The Dior, the Camellia de Plumes, whereas the Chanel Pearls was almost a softening powder or a super subtle highlight. This one is slightly almost metallic, but I don't think it's metallic enough that it's going to show your pores. It doesn't show mine, although my pores are okay. They're not the best, but they're not the worst either. Let me put a little on. So I have it dotted right here. I have it dotted on my eyes, and I have it dotted kind of here, just as a highlight, here and here. And I put it on when I do a highlighter video on the eyes, just so you can see the look that it gives, and you can kind of see more than sometimes on the cheek. I also really like lining my eyes right in here very gently with a shade like this, because it kind of makes them pop and open up. And sometimes I'll actually line the whole eye, which I did today, because again, it'll make the eye just pop open. I tend to even like some of the super silvery metallic shades, but they can be too harsh for some people. This one's actually really soft, so it's really perfect if you want to do that without having that kind of crazy, stupid highlight effect, which, I don't know, sometimes you can see on people and it just looks not good. So the way I would describe this is that it does have definitely a frostiness, a sheen to it. But again, not metallic enough to kind of highlight your pores or bring them out. It's a very cool white. So I love these super cool highlighters, and I'm always I'm slightly neutral to slightly warm. I like the neutral one, or the cooler ones, just because I feel like they're more flexible in what you can wear them with. The gold ones just don't work with certain colors, and I'll also use a color like this as right up here. Actually, let's do that. Right up here, because it'll just really open up your eyes. When I'm doing a cooler eye color, like a blue or purple, I'll use a highlighter like this. It's an eyeshadow. I would say that I love this type of color, but if you have a super warm or olive complexion, it might, I don't know if it'll look chalky since it's so shimmery, but it might look a little off. So if you have that kind of a complexion, I would probably go with the nude gold. And I haven't seen the nude gold yet, but from what I understand, it is a little bit less kind of visibly shimmery than the white, but it's also going to work with certain complexions better. I did see kind of, like micro shimmer in this. Micro shimmer, which I really only see in the sunlight. I don't see it inside. And it does have, like I said, a slight powdery feel, but then it looks really creamy on, which is nice for a white. And then you can blend it away. I tend to use a brush like this just because I like to dot. I usually dot instead of like spread. I dot it on. But that's what I think. So I think that's all I have to say about this one. I was, I don't know, hesitant to get it because I got so many highlighters in January, but I'm actually really glad I did. Glad enough that I'm thinking about getting the nude gold, just because it is just so pretty, and I'm really excited to see the whites. I did look online to see if someone had compared it to Becca Pearl, and they said this is lighter than Becca Pearl, and I would say I compared the Dior highlighters to the Becca's because there was some similarity. This is a less metallic and more finely milled texture. This powder is very finely milled, which I find, especially with highlighters, that when something's super finely milled, it tends to be less kind of metallic and harsh on. So it not only makes a kind of a texture difference to how it feels, but it makes a huge visible difference to how it applies and makes it so much more flattering. And so if you've got anything less than perfect 18-year-old skin, that's a huge advantage. Anyway, if you have any of these, I would love to hear your thoughts, because like I said, I'm like this close to getting the nude gold, and I'm not sure if I will have gotten it or it will have sold out by the time I post this video. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And then also, I know some of the people that have been watching these videos have been just as like into highlighters as I've been. So I really love to hear what people's favorite highlighters this kind of early 2016 have been, because I feel like it's been just a great time for beautiful, amazing highlighters, even though it gets expensive. Anyway, thanks for watching, and please subscribe on YouTube or click the like. Makes a huge difference for me. So thank you very much.